Hey friends, TUXX here. For this particular video, we're going to be talking about this here. This is the Verizon Wi-Fi router, and I recently switched from T-Mobile to Verizon, and I wasn't planning on switching Wi-Fi routers. In fact, I have to disclaimer this, we use these routers as kind of a backup, okay? Basically, we have business class Comcast Internet. We're a YouTube household. We have channels way bigger than my channels, and of course, we do gaming and everything else, and we do not want our Wi-Fi to end is a problem. So I went ahead and I wasn't going to do this, but then I got this email here with this. Here's a graphic. $19 a month. 19. Really good deal. Like, I've never seen home backup Wi-Fi for that price. And Verizon claimed you could use this for the whole household, but I kind of doubt that will work for our household because the amount of usage, sometimes business class Wi-Fi isn't enough. So anyway, here's how it comes. Comes beautifully wrapped. And I will have more information about that $19 later in the video too, if you hang tight. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. You can see it comes very securely packaged. A nice big box, very, very blank, which is kind of good. I appreciate that. So, homeless people walking by or whatever won't try and steal it. Maybe, I don't know, kind of generic. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, they claim this is a 10 gigabyte Ethernet router, okay? 10 gigabyte, wow, there's like a lot of little chunks here. Let me keep going here. Oop. Comes very nicely packed. Looks like this box is much bigger than it really has to be. Comes very nicely packed. This box is definitely bigger than it has to be. In fact, here, check this out. So inside this box here, this big old box, there is a smaller box. Okay, so this is the actual gateway. Kind of weird they had to use such a big box for this, but maybe it's like just the generic box they have. So let's pull this out here. There we go. Okay, so we got our sticker cut down here. We're gonna go ahead and do our first lift here. It looks like this box lifts open. Let's go ahead and check this out. Again, I like the Verizon Internet Gateway. You open it up here and there you go. Pretty impressive. Looks like a good little box here. I noticed there's like a little setup tab, a little tab for pulling, which is interesting. So inside here, you get this little file folder. That's interesting. And inside here it talks about how to set it up. Talks about using, I guess, prefer use of the app, plug in the gateway, wait about 10 minutes, and essentially this is just a cell phone, okay? Just FYI, in case you didn't know, it's not like a Comcast where you're hardwired to the street. It's just a Wi-Fi router. I will say that during the process of signing up for this, I was a little surprised they made kind of a big deal about you cannot take this and plug it in somewhere else. They don't want you taking this to a friend's house. Like, they don't want you taking it from one area to another, and they do have to pre-qualify that your street address works with this too, which is interesting. I think you have to probably be so close to a cell phone tower or something, but I was surprised at the amount of time during the process of signing up for this that they were looking into my address and, would I qualify for the deal, even though they sent me the email and everything. But it was, I qualified, so it was all good. But just if you don't qualify, I believe they do have other options for you, but you'd have to talk to them about what other options they have for people who don't live in a qualifying area. Okay. All right, cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull this off here. Our area is kind of rich, so I'm not too surprised it worked. All right, so inside here we have our router, which is interesting. Kind of looks like an Xbox a little bit. Let's look at the accessories first. It looks like we have a little accessory package over here or something. Probably just a power cord or something. I always like it when you get in like new cords with new devices, so it'd be kind of cool if they gave us some Ethernet cable, but looks like they don't. And this, okay, so I always love things that are like USB-C, so you can use your own chargers and such, but it looks like this does have a proprietary power supply, very, very similar to the T-Mobile one. In fact, I'll probably do a video comparing the two, and this looks like pretty much the same thing. Regular plug, big box. Next, I like the cord though. The cord has a nice grippy feel to the cord, which is kind of a sign of quality, so that's pretty cool. And looking at the actual router itself, like the little lines, kind of looks like an Xbox or something. Get a little look at that. Good ventilation is the point, really. Got the little V there. Looks like that does not light up. And it looks like there is a lip here at the bottom. But at the bottom, it looks like this does not do like a light bar or anything either. So kind of a basic gray box. But kind of cool. It looks like there is a button right here for pairing probably. And on the bottom here, I don't want to show anything too important, but there is, on the bottom, there is some Ethernet ports. There's 2 Ethernet ports and the power. So the power is going to be plugged in through the bottom. So if you're setting this up for yourself, and I do have people who ask me this. So if you're thinking, why is he showing how to plug in the power? If I don't, I get yelled at. Oh my God, they're like, why didn't you show me how to plug in the power? So anyway, so you take their proprietary power cord. Okay, we're gonna take this. Wow, it's really grippy. It wants to stick together, kind of. But I'll take that as a positive sign. Okay, and we're gonna plug this in just right at the bottom. Goes in just kind of just like that. Goes right in. Hopefully, I'm plugging in the right spot. There we go. Very good. And the cord itself can just go off to the side. Looks like there is a little lip here in the front. Well, I guess this is the back because it got the V in the front. So on the back here is where the button is. That's interesting. And then there's a little lip for this cord to pass through the bottom of it. One thing I will note before I plug this in is that this being a big brick like this, so if you're plugging this into a power strip, let's pretend this is a power strip here, okay? So you got a bunch of little power outlets here, okay? If you're plugging this in, it wants to take up a big amount of the real estate. I prefer it if it would have been like this, so you could plug in a bunch of these together, as opposed to like this, where you can plug it on the end, or you're just kind of like taking up extra plug real estate. So Verizon, that might be one opportunity to rethink about, or maybe have a way you can twist this maybe or something, so you can plug it in like that direction. If this was a power strip, plug it in like that, as opposed to plugging it like this and taking up a whole bunch of room. Okay, so I plugged it in, and there is a light flashing here, as you can see. See the little light flashing? Kind of like right there. Flash, yep, there we go. See the light flashing? Okay, so we went ahead, plugged in the gateway, we got that done, stand it vertically, blah, 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 blah. Wait up 10 minutes for the light to turn off. That's interesting, okay? The light will blink while the gateway is powered on. Don't unplug, okay? If it turns solid red, no signal, okay? So we're looking for it to turn off. Check the signal strength. There is a signal bar. Let's see here. 1 signal bar is all you need. And let's see, I guess you can find that. Oh, okay, now we have a solid, oh, nope. Still flashing, still flashing. It's trying. Wait up to 15 minutes for Wi-Fi to turn solid white, okay? Blah, 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 blah. If it blinks red, you have a problem. And then you connect your devices. So this is a pretty standard router. It looks like it shouldn't be too hard to use. It definitely isn't too hard to set up. I know you guys like stats. So here's a few stats for this device. Basically, it is IPv4, IPv6 dual stack. LAN users, they say you can do up to 253 devices. Why not 254? You know, I don't think I'd feel good plugging like 30 devices in here. You know, my experience with using cell phone Wi-Fi as home Wi-Fi has not been the best. So really, I just use it for like if power goes out or something on my Wi-Fi router or something, and this is on battery backup. You know, you could still manage to get internet. You know. During a time when your main internet is down, you know. So a firewall, it is ACL based firewall, VPN pass-through only, which is interesting. UPnP is supported, and DNS, local DNS plus dynamic DNS. Okay, it has. So all in all, you know, pretty standard. Oh, we got, look at the bars here. So right now, because we're connected, you can see some bars here. Let me dim the light so you can see this better. Oh, we got red. Not good. Not good. See the red? We had bars and now we're red. All right. Oh, we got bars again. Let me dim the lights so you can see this better. Okay, so here we go, guys. So you can see here, we do have 1 bar. Not very good, but I guess this will do. Maybe if I put it closer to a window or something, maybe I'll get a better signal. But here in the island, I live in Key West, a little island, southernmost city in the United States. My bars are not that good. We do have a 5G tower from T-Mobile that does Verizon on the island too. So this should work theoretically. I think this will be fine for like a backup, but probably not great for, you know, every day-to-day use. Okay, to recap, you know, it's all good, you know, like for $19 a month. And again, let me dig into this a little bit deeper. For $19 a month, I think it's totally worth it. I got an email saying offer just for you, $19 per month. I did recently switch to Verizon as my cell phone provider from T-Mobile. Maybe that triggered it. I've been told by some people that if you don't get the $19 email, you can reach out to Verizon and ask them about it. You know, most likely it's only for people who do have cell phones with them, but you can always ask. You never know. This product is available for people who do not have cell service with them, because essentially essentially this is cell service. This is a cell phone in a box that submits Wi-Fi to the household. You know, it pushes it out. You know, all of the box, could it look better? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a great cube. You know. Maybe what looked better is like a metallic white or something. Maybe, you know. I do like the way it does have bars and things in the front, but of course, because we only have one bar, it kind of doesn't instill a whole lot of confidence. The V here could light up red or something. That'd be kind of cool, you know. There's definitely some things they could do, but, you know, the gray box and the gray cardboard box, you know, aesthetically it's not super artsy, but I guess, you know, do you really want that with a Wi-Fi router? Do you want something you can just kind of put it on a shelf and forget about it, you know, one and done, just plug it in and not worry about it, just have it as backup? And that's probably what you want for a backup Wi-Fi anyway, you know. If you guys have any question about this, please reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com. Again, I'm going to do a second video showing the T-Mobile version versus this version side by side and talk a little bit about that, because this one does have one clear advantage, a big one, over T-Mobile. Be sure and check out that video for more information, okay? All right, friends, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.